A fishing boat, eh?
'Cause that's more plausible than a galleon.
Adventure. Sounds fun.
You're such a little boy sometimes.
More efficient than cannon powder. Something's nearby.
Where is it? This ivy is strong. Really strong.
You don't say.
Corpses. We could manifest what hides here.
I summon you now!
This isn't over yet. Eyes peeled.
What a name. I like it.
It's very unusual.
Whatever grip it is the nightmare has here, you'd never know by looking. I feel something close. The bridge is up. Wonder why.
To keep folk in, or to keep something out?
What is lurking here?
Time to work, Banisher. This is locked from the other side.
The village is full of ghost wards. They're afraid of something.
Leave them up. Cause no trouble.
Oh there! Anyone home? Where did they go? There's a lock. I'm gonna need a key.
That my faith, and yours, and the faith of all good Christian souls of New Eden be fenced with iron and God's own light. I, Fairfax Haskell, though it bring demons down in great wrath upon my soul, do pray. Friends, find fortitude in our success. Exiled from our homes by the devil's machinations, we congregate before the Lord in this new meeting house. We gather, we worship, we overcome. And we shall be well protected by the holy ward my son now makes under my instruction. For I have spent hours countless in your service, poring through books and papers, devouring the oeuvre of my peers, that our meeting house be safe.
Fairfax Haskell, for whom the word pompous was invented.
Half-built? Yes. Open to the four winds? Yes. But already it is resplendent with our faith. A shining reminder of our renewed belief in better days. McCraith, Mr. McCraith. I thought you. What happy portent, what most excellent news. What blessings. I applaud your valorous deeds. O fate, I say, dead sir, I thought you dead.
Maybe I am.
Do not make light of such matters, my friend, for the devil's wrath is wide awake, and his claw scratches at our door, metaphorically speaking.
I'm alive. I promise.
My friends, I shall deliver this sermon another time. The battle with the devil's legions is ongoing, and Mr. McCraith and I have much to discuss. Thank you, Lammy. Behold this miracle of ours, Mr. McCraith. Exiled we, yet in our darkest hour we find the moral vigor to build this humble monument to resilience. But you and I must speak of darker matters. For we, erudite men of higher learning, know that evil yet walks. There is much work to be done.
Indeed there is.
Yes, yes. Forgive the inelegance of my welcome. You are alone. Do I surmise that Miss Duarte is no more?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Blessed is the man in whose spirit there is no guile. When I kept silence, my bones waxed old through my roaring all the day long. I'm so sorry for your loss. Grief is a journey, long and painful, But you do not walk the road alone, I promise you.
Oh, I know. I know.
In time, God healed my wounds. May you too find peace. Now, I regret that even at this most burdensome time for you, I must move with haste to business and beg once more for your help.
How may I help?
One among us deals with the devil. The colony suffers grave misfortune and, I am ashamed to say, the evil comes from within. You and I share great expertise, but I am a man of position, while you, sir, are much more familiar with field work. Go, meet my people, walk amongst them, learn which of them secretly serves the demon, that we may expunge this evil malady from our body politic.
Is a witch hunt wise? Here, now?
Why, 'tis not just wise, 'tis imperative. This servant of the devil has delivered a pestilence unto my people. The black spy himself desires our destruction. First with sickness of the flesh, and then, when we are down, with sickness of the spirit. It pits one against the other. Suspicion tears this community apart once again. All this to weaken my people and lead them away from the light of God.
What makes you think there's a witch at work here?
Aye, sir, I'm a man of God and intellect. I can read the signs. When a so-called mystery disease afflicts half of my people overnight, there can be only one culprit. 'Tis the devil's doing, sir. Probably through one of his servants. For you see, I understood immediately that the water in the well had been tainted. There are no strangers here. You could self-accept it. No one has fled. The guilty woman, or man, I suppose, remains within the village. As evil walks, the evil are emboldened, but this witch shall see her downfall. Or his, of course. As did the last one. As will the next. Some years ago, you may have heard tell of this. I made my name on the execution of a terrible witch. It pains me that I must do it once more.
A man in your position must know what goes on in his own community.
Why, of course, I know all that there is to know. Or near enough. Ask your questions, sir. Ask away.
Your son, how would you describe him?
Lamentation? How would I describe him? Well, he's curious. Inquisitive, I mean, as opposed to peculiar. Although he has his moments there, too. I tried to teach him demonology, to make him the third generation of witch hunters. But he revealed no disposition. Occult knowledge could only obfuscate his good nature. At heart, he is a naive boy who reads a lot and doesn't say much.
How did you, a man of position and faith, become a demonologist?
Ah, yes. If you'll indulge me for a moment, I shall explain, in the briefest manner possible. Though blessed with intellect and no little faith, I also had privilege. I had the means for an education, time and place with which to study. For a time, my father was a pupil of Henry Boggart, the great demonologist. He had the books, I had the aptitude. When he passed, I donned his mantle. My father taught me about duty. I have gifts, faith, intellect, position. I must protect them. I must use them to protect my people. This is my duty. This is my burden.
How goes the colony?
Sir, the body politic bears a heavy weight. Not content with weakening their flesh, the devil's evil attacks the people's hearts and minds. Until you expose the culprit, The harmony of this divinely beautiful Commonwealth shall remain marred by suspicion and mistrust. Long story shortened, people are not getting along.
I noted your ghost wards with some interest.
Ghost wards, an interesting name. I call them sanctifiers, a name more palatable to my flock.
Why did you not use them in New Eden when the curse began?
It was more complicated to convince the whole congregation of the necessity to use magic. Here, people have more trust in my unmovable probity.
This requires a great deal of occult knowledge. Where did you learn your craft?
Etienne Roulet, one of the greatest demonologists of our time, is a good friend of mine. I improved upon his work.
This illness, tell me of it.
Upon my arrival here in the Harrows, I immediately set about protecting the place with consecrated tokens. Safeguarded from the curse, we all felt safer, for a time. Then some devil poisoned the well, our only source of water. Someone on the inside, mind.
Spoiled water proves nothing.
A wise point and well made, Banisher, if not for the fact that we have been, for months on end, under the obvious influence of a terrible curse. One way or another, the devil has found an agent among us, and who knows what nefarious ill-doing old Black Spy plans next.
I am no witch hunter. My business is with the lingering dead.
For a fee, yes, I know. But you can't deny evil practitioners exist. A few years ago, I had to cleanse this community from such a threat.
How did the evil manifest?
She brought an illness upon us. No ordinary pox, the devil's work. We dropped like flies. Until she died. By the grace and charity of the good Lord, she was exposed. It was my honor to serve him in sending her to hell where she belonged. Her mask was a good one, as if butter would not melt upon her tongue. But you cannot fool a man of faith and intellect. No, sir, you cannot.
You'll not mind me saying it, but for a Puritan paradise, you seem to get more than your fair share of witches.
God has not forsaken us, but someone here does the devil's work. Find me a witch, Mr. McCraith. Return this place to the Lord.
I'm a working man, Governor, but the Lord does seem happy to pay, so I'll do what I can. I'll take my leave of you, Governor.
Of course. Outside, you must take the stairs. While you're with us, the first house on the left shall be your home.
Another witch hunt.
Another false accusation, you mean? Another blight on the lives of women?
Good day to you, madam.
Richard? That you?
Afraid not, ma'am. Red McCraith, I'm a banisher.
Is that a breed of doctor I've not heard of? I need no bandages.
Not exactly, no.
What brings you here, Doctor?
I'm a banisher, not a doctor. I'm here to help.
Kind of you, but I need no help.
Well, then I'll not insist. May I ask your name?
You, young man, have a tongue as refined as your appearance is rough. I'm Hepzibah Perkins. Goody Perkins to you.
What's new round and about? Do you know?
I'm not the crier. I've neither the voice nor the memory for it.
How are things in the Harrows?
Folk are upset. The governor says there's a witch. That would explain all the death and disease. And what have you. I only leave the house to attend service. For God has granted me wisdom and mercy.
Do you know Lamentation? Lammy Haskell, the governor's son. What think you of him?
Oh, he's a good boy. Like his father in that respect.
What can you tell me of Governor Haskell? What's your view of him?
Oh, he's such a clever man. Listens keenly. He is vain, though. These men are often very, very lonely, you know.
May seem a strange question, but have you noticed anyone acting strange?
Strange, you say? Who of late has not been acting strange? Well, there's always the alewife. I can't remember her name. She's furtive. She wanders.
I'll bid you good day, Goody Perkins.
May God grant you grace, Mr. McWraith.
I'm glad you're here too.
You're the governor's son, right?
Yes, sir. Lamentation Haskell. Friends call me Lammy. Or they would if I had any. Please, call me Lammy. I have so many questions, sir. So many questions. But I suspect this is not the time.
No, not the time. But perhaps you may help me anyway.
Me? Why, if I can help, I'd be honoured.
Those ghost wards are quite unique.
They are, aren't they? Conceived by Etienne Roulet, but made by my father. Do you use them as well in your line of work?
Not really. I mostly talk to ghosts. I don't repel them.
Of course. Still, each tool has its purpose, and these troubled times we need all the tools we can get. Magic is glorious when wielded by the righteous.
You seem to know a lot about it.
Oh, if only, sir, if only. I'm still learning. Many of the subtleties and nuances escape me yet.
Your father spoke of the pestilence.
He did? Then, sir, you know as much as I do.
If you have an opinion of your own, I'd be glad to hear it.
Since you ask it, I believe a thing most vile assails us. An evil of origin unknown and perhaps unknowable.
So the pestilence is part of the curse?
Yes. Of course, the curse. Of course it's the curse. What else could it be?
Must be hard, being the governor's son and all.
Is it? I don't know. I've never been anyone else's son.
Hard to grow up in his shadow, I would have thought.
Only if you like the attention, not me. I just want to read books and learn stuff. People leave me alone mostly. I like that. Mostly.
So tell me, Lammy, what do you do?
What?
How do you spend your days?
I assist my father, especially with the ghost wards. That keeps me very busy. When I can, I continue my research into the mysteries of life. Wildlife, mostly. If I can find any. Those that aren't dead have left New Eden. Who can blame them?
Your father believes there is a Harrow's witch. Have you noticed anyone acting strange?
I'd answer, sir, I surely would, only things being as they are, everyone is acting strange. The curse brought illness, illness brought division, division has led to strife. We could do with some healing, sir, we could. We need you to bring us peace.
Good day to you, Lammy.
Good day to you, sir.